Welcome to Factorio. My name is Niklaus. This is episode 23 of our Let's Play campaign. So, in the last episode, we created our much sought after blue signs. Let's actually put it in the right place. Let's put the blue signs. This puts us sort of on a clock to have a solution to our biter issue. It does not give us the biter issue just yet because we need the military science research. Let's have a look. Military science and the tank in order to get out. To get to that. So that means this episode will pretty much be about waiting for that, while then we should add some other things that are highly relevant and very valuable to our base. And there are kind of two things that I'd like to do. I'd like to put some solar up here, and I'd like to put some in one of these blocks. This block seem better because there's not a lot of this. Or I'd like to build the mall, the extension to the mall. I think actually the extension to the mall is most valuable. So let's start doing that. Actually, we can see another thing that's kind of not so practical. You can see how little plastic we are getting in, and that plastic is because I don't think it's because we don't get enough oil in. It's simply because the oil we get in is pretty much, a lot of it is being used here and here. Unfortunate, because we don't have any method of transforming it into a bigger percentage. So this one has to be extended. It still has some way to go, but at some point it will completely run out. That's a bit of a shame. You know what? I can just start something we all love and love about this. I'll just grab another one box of these because we're going to be building for a while, so might as well just do some handcrafting, right? We do love that. Why are they here? Never mind. Get that started. It's about 5 minutes of handcrafting, yay! But that's okay. Because what else are we gonna do? Let's put these in here because we don't need those either. And then let's move up. Right, so one of the things that I just noticed is that this one, the red circuits, yes, red circuits, is actually only going to the left, right. And it also needs to go to the left because I need it in my mall as well. So we just get it this way. And this is where we see a lot of bad behavior earlier. More bad behavior. That's probably not a place you want to put this one in. Nope. So military science is progressing quite well, and it just needs to get to how much again? Yeah, this is 100 blue circuits, blue science, damn it. Blue science for the military, and then we need 250 for the next research. So that's a bit more, but we'll do it. And hold on, that's the mall. So this one is more of from a principle perspective that we do this, not because we're actually needing it. This one will then go up here and in, continue. All right, so that's that part. Now we get the tanks. And that we'll get it. And that left us a little bit of crap in our inventory. All right, so solar panels or the mall. You already know it because you know the title of the episode, but I think we'll build the mall. So the mall is a bit comprehensive. This mall is building sort of the basic things, but there are a lot of things that it doesn't build. And I've been working on this one. This is an adaptation of what is commonly called the KOS mall. So I did adapt it a bit to 0.17 needs and to my needs as well. And that's what it looks like. So here we have another problem. That is, everything here is built around red circuits or red belts. And we don't have that yet, not in the quantities needed to support this. However, this doesn't need to be producing as heavily as it illustrates here, so we'll just simply replace all of it with yellow for now. And someday, maybe, I'm pretty sure within reasonable time, we will upgrade it. Now I'll start building this without sort of much regard to what it actually does. These malls, this is something you can spend an awful lot of time building your own, or you can say, you know what, there are other people who have actually put in a big effort to do this, so why not just take that effort. There are some things that are just very, it's like, it's kind of like splitters. Splitters are, or balancers, they're absolutely horrendous to build yourself. And it would take so much time to build. But if you take something that's already been built, well, it's not that overwhelming, is it? And you don't need to sort of reinvent the wheel every time. And that's kind of the essence here as well. You don't need to reinvent the wheel because it has been invented for you. The reason I cannot use the upgrade planner to make all the reds turn yellow is because that would actually cause some of these belt balancing or belt weaving that I've done, where the red and the... That one looks like a mistake, doesn't it? How can that... No, it's actually true, it puts out here. So how can... Yeah, the yellow belt and the red belt are actually separately connected. So this red is connected and that red yellow is connected. So you can actually do some bit more advanced stuff. Actually, what I think I do first is the power poles, because they are so nice. I mean, I wish everything was working like this. So when you were hovering over blueprints, it would only ever place on the blueprints. But it's only, unfortunately, power poles that does this. If I try to do the same with assemblers, yeah, I'm going to be very unhappy. Is that technically necessary, that one? That's better. Alright, so once we build the outer lanes up and down, then I would like to sort of go into a bit more details of what this actually does. So we can start wiring it up as well. Oh, great. Now we have no idea what was supposed to be there. Now this blueprint that I somehow did not get is also going to be in my blueprint book. So you will get it as well when you go to my website and find this. It's called Mall 2, I think. What is this one? Is this the one? It is the one. Oop. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait, start from the side. Otherwise I go crazy. And I know this is not, you can say this is not particularly sort of first time playing friendly, but you will realize when you start playing first time, then you start like, oh, pump jacks. How am I going to make pump jacks? And the answer is someone has already thought about this for you. And the answer is that you build it in a mall that has been designed carefully over many an hour. And that's sort of the solution to it. If you don't like it and you want your own, by all means, knock yourself out. There's no one who says you should use either Euromall. Maybe you have one that's better, bigger, smaller, more to your liking, some other things that are in, some other things that are not in. It is luckily totally up to yourself. So we want to build the outer lanes. We'll just walk through what it does, and hopefully it'll be more daytime. These are the only ones that are careful, I'm particularly careful about. And I'll not build all of it yet because I really don't need all of it yet. Oops, that one. See, this one actually does not need to be. It's only the ones that are weaving that I have to remain the same color. That's why it does take a bit of effort to get this. And this is a perfect activity to do while we wait for the blue signs to accumulate. And also remember, after the blue signs has accumulated, we are able to start building the research, but we are not able to actually build the stuff we need just yet. All right, so let's build these assemblers while we go along. So the first thing that happens is that we build some of the core ingredients, which is pretty much the same as this one over here, except the middle lane is building pipes, because we do need pipes a lot for some of the later recipes. Then we have some wiring here. We have the pumps, the underground pipes, a train. Because you can see here, this train is being used. The train, the car, and the tank will all be used from this engine. So this engine is going to work very slowly, but you really only need one extra car, one extra tank, because why would you ever lose a car or a tank? Theoretically, right? That's up here. This area is building the logistics chest. We don't have those recipes yet. Damn it. I missed that. And we just tried this one and stamp it down on top again. There. Just want to make sure that we don't lose the configuration of some of the inserters. All the inserters, or all of the quantities produced, are controlled. Oh no, we're missing something. And we're also going to miss a lot of other things. That one. And let's also make sure we get a ton of these. We're going to need more than that. A lot more than that. And actually, let's also get more of these as well, because I actually do want this one to be a red belt. Right, all of the quantities are being defined by circuits. And the great thing about when you blueprint something with circuits is that it doesn't need any, it doesn't use a line there. So you get it for free. Oh, this is a beautiful mall. Could be more beautiful with more lights, of course. See, it's like exactly the right locations. Oh, no, I see. It was only every other that was needed, but I want more lights. So you can see what the hell is going on here. See, that's not correct. At least this is more to my liking. Let's go all the way up. And we have lights all the way up. Nice. Okay, next up, I think, is about the inner lanes. And you can see we're being attacked quite a lot. That is kind of troubling. Let's make this one. Nope. And as we could see, we're actually going to need a few red belts. Not that one though. Doesn't need a red belt. Why don't I just do that one? That's way better. Yeah, let's see if this down here actually needed the red belt. Yes, that one needed. Okay, watch out. We are gonna build a red belt by hand. And there, we don't, because we have a few. That's all we need right now. And technically this is not needed because not going to fill up at that point, but those are the 4 we need. Great. Whoa. Ah, standing on belts. There, that one, and this one, and this one. Some of them we really don't need to build. Okay, so back again. These are some of the few red inserters I use here. Let's get this one. See, I don't like this. These should have 2 assemblers, 2 inserters. Otherwise, they're not going to be working fast enough. Slight addition. You will always find some things that you like better. Want more of. I need to have some kind of pattern, otherwise I'll go crazy with making mistakes. That's an outbound, and that's an outbound. Yes. Okay, so that's the first part. Also going into chest. First we do only the inserters. This one is a bit tricky one where copper comes in on this belt, gets in here, and then the copper wires goes back on the other belt. Really wonky, but I think it works. I have tested this, and I think all of it works. There might be a subtle thing here or there that doesn't work, but there should also be some work in it for you. Why is that one like that? And see this one? Screw it. I rather want it like this. Yeah, yeah. That's a lot of placement. And I know that some will probably go crazy by the fact that I use only rotate one way when you can rotate two ways. But I feel it's something that's getting stuck in my fingers, and that's not gonna go away. And then it's okay. See now these ones are actually highlighted as green inserters. I don't think they really need to be. This one might, but that's only later on when it's really starts scaling up. But that's not going to happen. This one and that one. This one is woefully underscaled. The very important part is none of this is built to scale. And that's really, really key to note that. It's not built to scale. Everything is just, I mean, like this one. This one is going to be beacons, if I recall correctly. Oh, can't see that yet. So that's definitely not going to scale because with a single red inserter there. Oh yeah, and by the way, you will probably notice that I make a mistake here and there. I will find out. I'm not too worried about my mistakes. Maybe I should, but I'm not. I'll find them. Hey, not actually strange. We didn't even run out. I was expecting us to run out. And look at the tank is almost done by the time we're done with this. This is where I need to build the tank. Can't build it yet, but when I do, then it will be one of the many things that goes on the bus or on the mall. There. Right, so we built it, except for the piping, but that doesn't matter. Not right now. All right, let's start with getting some stuff in here. That's going to be the iron part and the iron part as well here. I always do this, makes it nice and balanced. There. Now we need a copper plus steel. Really shouldn't be doing this. I'm going to regret doing that. Oh, we ran out. Well, that was sort of bound to happen, and the tank is almost there. Great. Get some more of these. 800, yes please. A few of these, and you know, maybe some other ones. Half of this and half of that. Also, up here. This is how convenient it is. It is so nice once you get used to working like this. Okay, still not. Still not done this tank yet, but it will get there. It'll get there. And you will now see how much is actually being consumed. I know it's totally redundant to have a splitter there and there, but it looks nicer. All right, so that was the one. Now the next one is probably going to be, let's see, what was this one? This one is going to be stone bricks and iron ore. Well, iron ore is not something we actually keep on the bus, but that's okay. Okay, is that the problem? Not right now. Now it's not a problem, so we don't need to really worry about it just now. We can deal with it when we have robots and everything will be better. Alright, so that was a half built out. The iron ore, I intend to just steal it from here. Take one of these belts over when we need it. And this is needed for building concrete, but that doesn't work until we have water anyway, and I don't really need it. So that was the tanks. there is a couple of ways to do this. Now, I will actually, I'll just build this one done, complete this one. This one is going to be red and green, because once this is done, this will actually just work by itself. Then we can give it a bit of time to come back and take a look at it. So here we have that one. Okay, so that's done now. Now that works. And now what I need to do is I need to do two things. I need to gather the items in order for us to build the tank. I need to set the tank value up here so it actually gets done. Because I might as well, I mean, there is a fair chance that I'm going to lose a tank at some point. Yeah, so that one. And this is not really working, but whatever. It's good, it's good. Let's see. I need 50 steel, I need some iron, which I can do. Let's get that. And then all I need is 32 engines. And lo and behold, don't we have that over here? I think we do. So we can build our tank immediately. See, that was the reason why we did that one. And I can now build my tank. I'll put these back where I got them. And there we have a tank. Wherever should we build the tank? Or should we have the tank here? I don't know. We should maybe have more. We can easily, if you look, just go to settings. This is other. Nope. Interface. Here, active quick bars. We can just get one extra one if we need it. I'll put some thought into how that should be configured before I just slam it down. The one thing we will slam down is over here. I don't think that's correct. I think it's actually one of these. This one will make these explosive cannon shells. They are awesome. And yeah. There, let's see. This one requires this one to come in. And this one. And then it will, on the other hand, go out here. Yes. So let's start grabbing stuff. Grab stuff. And export stuff. And we just take this little happiness here. And everyone's now happy. These inserters are not pulling with their weight, but they will, they will. So the fact that we have now prepared everything for it means that we are starting to get, hopefully, a few explosive shells. Not very many, unfortunately, and I will force it over because I think we need this more than we need anything else. And that one is pretty damn dead. The plastic, I did not foresee that. Hold on, what we need to do is actually the advanced oil processing. I want that one first, and then we can get this one afterwards. We need advanced oil processing because we want there. Is it because all of this is stuck? Yes, it is. It is because it's stuck. And do I have the capability to make some of them into steel chest? Yes, I do. So let's just do that. I'll go grab some more steel, and I'll grab it just from this one. If we upgrade everything to steel chest, it is a sorry solution, but it will get us, allow us to build a bit more. I'll get 10 more because my tank needs some fuel to go out. All right. Unfortunately, not much. Can I just go around scrounging some plastic if it's actually, yeah, I thought so. I thought so. I'd put it along belt here because we would have tons of plastic, except we don't. Not at this point because we are kind of in a in a drought in terms of oil. We don't have a lot of oil, and all the oil is I can't get it into making advanced oil processing, which will give us higher ratios. Higher ratio of petroleum is really only petroleum I have a need for. So this one will just stay there. Now let's go build this one. All right, that should help. That definitely should help. Okay, so now we have advanced oil processing. We have, just to recap what we've done now, we have built a second mall or hardware shop or whatever we want to call it. It does what it's supposed to. It consumes a lot of materials and builds random stuff that we would need. Here, yeah, there are no engines yet because engines are being sort of sent into... Oh, why is the engines... Oh, look at that one. I forgot a few. I'll just go up and get those. That's how ironic it is that it was... and this is where I'm thinking, is it ironic that it's the one I looked for? Or is it just the fact that I have made so many mistakes that it was bound to be one of the ones I looked for that would have a mistake? Huh? It makes you wonder. Yeah, unfortunately there's no way to identify how many ghost images there are. I'm just casting a glance on everything because it just seemed like really strange that it would just be the ones that I needed actually. So now this one is churning along slowly but surely, building, and then it'll need to build like 20 for this one. 8 here, and you know what, I don't really need 2 cars at this point, and because I just know that I can get another one if I so need. Okay, so we will get advanced processing. That might be something we do next time while we wait for our explosives. They are somewhere here. I'll just mark them out here as explosives. Explosive cannon shells, yes please. While these are accumulating, so far we have 81. I think I'd like 500 to 600 before heading out into the world. And so that's that means probably next time we'll get the advanced oil, so we get our oil better up and running. Oh, be careful about this. When you have sort of like more precious rocket fuel, every time you pick up the tank, you lose whatever you had in there. So you just put that in there, so you can just put it out. How's this one? This one is doing fine. And how much we do have? Oh, we have 103, 109 in total. That's excellent. Okay, time for us to wrap up. Thank you very much for joining. If you liked what you saw, you know where the like button is. And if you haven't already, hope to have earned your subscription. And until next time, stay effective.